Vegetarian and vegan sources for protein. Now, this one can be in two camps. You can go down the all natural route, which is like beans, lentils, broccoli, if you count that as protein. And then you have the vegetarian sources such as paneer or Vivera, or any of the stuff like Linda McCartney's range, or the corn mince, or the corn sausages, all that type of stuff. And below there's a cheat sheet that shows you all of those that you can choose from, either the plant-based stuff or you can go more the fake meat style. Now, both are absolutely fantastic. The goal and the aim of protein is really quintessential in your results in long-term health and for your ability to stay full and all of the lovely stuff that protein gives you. Now, the differences between how plant-based stuff is marketed is obviously going to be towards the vegan movement, and a lot of people are going to try and tailor their approaches to be able to sell to this audience. Now, the reality is that 30 grams of protein from broccoli is not the same as 30 grams of protein from either the cheese or the dairy or the meat sources. Protein is broken down into things called amino acids, and amino acids there's loads of them that we don't even need to know, but there's so many of them that different profiles that you'll get one profile of amino acids in cheese, and you get one profile in broccoli, and you'll get another profile in meats, and different meat will have different profiles. And the quality of meats will get different profiles as well. Now, when you're looking at muscle stimulus, muscle protein synthesis, and which of your amino acids are going to be great for the transformation that you're trying to go through now and look after your health and fitness, leucine is going to be the biggest one. Leucine has this ability to increase this muscle protein synthesis, which is like the turnover rate of muscle. So if you have more leucine, you stimulate it more so that you can either recover better, you can train harder, you can build bigger muscles, and you can get stronger because that recovery rate is great. Now, plant-based stuff doesn't have a lot of leucine, very, very minimal, which means that whilst you get 30 grams of protein, it's not going to be 30 grams of effective protein. And for the most part, you'll never see many very, very large, very muscular vegan people that have been vegan since very, very early on, that haven't had any supplementation, drug assisted, or had some leucine influence on their dietary adherence. A lot of vegetarians and vegans that I know actually supplement with leucine specifically to ensure that they get that, which you can do as well. Separate video, of course. But just for this one, you have to have a variety of different sources that you enjoy. Like, you can have the Linda McCartney's range. If you don't like the soy products, which is in the debunking myth section, if you think soy is bad, you can go down there and check that one out. But I would implore you to find something that you really like. If you don't like the rubbery taste of some of the corn stuff, then try the paneer, try the Vivera burgers, try Linda McCartney's meatballs, try tofu, try all these different types of things. And if you still don't like those, or they don't fit into your home cooking, because I know a lot of people will go down the route of maybe lentil curries, chickpea curries, use all these type of curry based solutions, which they can use that as well. Now, ideally you would find a few that you really, really like, and you'd rotate them for a while, make some recipes up, and then go again. But like I said, you've got to know what's in your sources. Dairy, which is going to be paneer, has one of the highest rates of concentrate of great protein that has leucine in it. So having sources like that are going to be more beneficial if you're looking to muscle build or to hold on to your muscle in shape and recover better, compared to having just plant-based stuff. The other thing that you need to consider is that for two of them, when dieting, stuff like high calorie dense food like lentils and chickpeas and those type of bean-based stuff, you'll get very, very little quantity for the amount of calories and the amount of protein that you're getting. You will have to eat a lot of calories to get 30 grams of protein, which is not going to be effective when it comes to fat loss or maintaining your weight management, because ultimately calories are king regardless of where they come from. So if you're trying to eat 30 grams of protein from lentils, you're going to need to have 500 to 600 calories of lentils, which is, leaves you with not that many calories for the rest of the day. Let's say if you had 2 portions of that would be 1,200 calories. And for most people, that's going to be like a significant chunk of their day, which you don't want to be spending on just lentils or just 60 grams of protein. So you need to spend them better. or even better, like spend them in a way that's going to contribute to your overall goals, but also the way that you want to eat. If you like protein that comes from lentils and other stuff, then supplement elsewhere that will increase your protein intake. But the density and the quantity and quality of those lentils and those bean-based things will make it really hard to diet with. You want things that are going to be high in volume. There's a video on carbohydrates and volume. It really does transcend into all other macronutrients. Having the volume of things like tofu, corn pieces, paneer, then if you're looking at meat sources, it's like, chicken breast, the egg whites, they're going to be much more voluminous for you, which makes you fuller for longer, which means that you're going to stick to your diet for longer because you're not starving off hunger all of the time, and it's going to be a less of a mental tax on you to be able to get into shape. So you need to have a think about which way you want to go. Look at the quantity, look at the quality, look at the plant-based solutions if you like that, look at some recipes and try corn, the soy, the mince, the Linda McCartney's, the Rivera stuff. Try them all so you get a good understanding of how they are. And ultimately, if you don't like them, don't just give them up. Think about how to make them better. Be a better cook. Because once you find a recipe, and that recipe that works for a lot of different things, you can just change the protein source. You can make a curry that has corn pieces, then the next week can have the paneer, then the week after that can have the Linda McCartney's chopped up chicken pieces, or you can have the Linda McCartney sausages in that sauce, in that recipe, which means that you're going to get the same type of taste every single time, providing that you like that taste. So vegetarian, vegan protein sources, there's plenty of them. Check the cheat sheet below to have a full list of them, and make your choices wisely based on volume, the way that you like it, and how well it's going to give you and serve you for protein versus calories.